Hey everybody, Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 from my phone, which is kind of weird. The iPad won't let me do it today, so I don't know what that's about. So I don't know if I'll be able to see anybody who comes on, but please say hello if you would. I believe I'm on the right channel, so we'll see who pops on. Okay, I see people's faces up at the top, but I don't see anybody else. So after 3 guests to your broadcast. I don't want to do that. I just want to see if comments will appear here. Okay. So hi, Susan. Hello, Haley. Hi, Kathy. Hello, Haley again. And Susan, there she's watching. Okay. And I saw Jamie pop on. There she is. Hello, hello. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. Hello, Treese Parker. So I got to make my statements. Hello, Allison. Glad everybody's joining me. Yes, happy birthday, Susan. So if you're watching this live, hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel at billhobart, please like the videos and please subscribe to the channel. This is a 99% clairvoyant reading for the next 60 minutes. Yeah. So it seems strange to do it on my phone, but we'll take what we can get. I don't know. The iPad's acting crazy. So is my laptop, so it's kind of weird. So hopefully more people will pop on here. A lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of ending stuff, you know. So chimes are in full swing. They've been busy all day. Hey, Pat, how you doing? And good to see you, too. Oh, I'm glad it looks good. Yeah, it's kind of weird, though. I feel like I'm like miles away. So, yeah. It's been an interesting week. Interesting month for me. Just talk about that for a minute really quick while there's not a lot of people on. It's been life-changing the last 6, 7, 8 weeks. All the things I should have done on my own, they did for me. Hi, Amanda. I've got some digestive stuff going on, and I can't eat anything I used to eat in my past. So now I'm down to all kinds of bland, blah food. And so that's kind of interesting. I've lost 5 pounds in 3 weeks. That's kind of weird. Yeah. So don't have any craving. There's no chips. There's no mammal protein, that much anyway. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. Very interesting. And then I got my tooth out, and that was interesting too. Hey, Carol. It was infected. Probably they said, hey, Blake. They said it was probably the dentist said it was probably infected for the last 4 or 5 years. And I always asked the dentist. There was this taste in my mouth. I didn't know what it was. And she said, the crown is sealed. I don't know what it could possibly be. But the oral surgeon touched it and it oozed. So it came out like a bat. So, and I feel better than I felt in a really long time. No infection in my body. And the drugs are really good. On the way home from the oral surgeon, Spirit says to me, everything from your past has decided to leave. With the digestive things, hi Laura, namaste to you. And with the tooth, it's interesting that it didn't come out until now. Hey Suze, right? So everything's happening exactly in order. Chimes, taking away all of my stuff from this lifetime and my past, as Spirit has talked about for the last couple weeks, about how we are leaving our past behind and signing new soul contracts for the future. I think that's true in my case. I think that's true in a lot of people's cases. All right. Talked to a lot of people in the last couple weeks. Did a great fair in Jackson on Saturday and Sunday. It was exhausting, but it was pretty amazing how it works. When you meet new people and you get new insight and things like that, and it's just amazing how Spirit talks. It's crazy. So yeah. So first thing I want to talk about, because it is a little bit late, is this. Okay. So we have a solar eclipse tomorrow. All right. And solar eclipses are I don't believe it's in the northern hemisphere. I believe it's in the southern hemisphere, but it affects everybody. It is radical change. All right. It is, and I'm going to post some things. Hey, Carmelina, I'm going to post some things later today about full moon about solar eclipse and things like that that I've gotten. And it is something that is that we all have to pay attention to. Hi, Shay. Because it's absolutely, again, it's one more piece to the puzzle. It's one more move forward. It's one more a change in our lives. Now, the big change, hey, Shelley, is this. In 2008, the planet of Pluto went into Capricorn. All right? Now, y'all know I'm a Capricorn. So this is what I'll ask everybody. And we can, and you guys can answer, or you can text me or whatever. In 2008, Pluto, the planet of destruction, all right? It wants to blow everything up and start from scratch. Went into Capricorn, which is a sign of the government. Now, how much has our country changed since 2008? A lot. How much have you changed since 2008? Because Capricorn is your structure, okay? The way that you think, the way that you talk, the way that you believe, the way that you live, all those types of things. Okay? So I'd really be interested to know, how has your life changed in 20-some years? Pluto is in every zodiac sign for 24 years to ratchet apart, to rip it apart, to start from scratch. And Capricorn is the sign of all structures. That is government structures, company structures, everything, okay? So if you think back to 2008, I can look back at my life in Chicago, working for Clark's, running a $2 million store, loving it. And after 2008, things started to change at the company. Things started to change. I moved back in 2010. My life started to change dramatically. Quit my job 2014. Right? And I was interested to know, well, how would my life change in the next 24 years? Well, I can tell you, it leaves Capricorn in 2024. So I've got 2 more years we're at the end of it for my cycle base, basically. But I can look back and see every single keystone turning point of this journey. And if everybody else could look at that, just see how your life has changed. Okay? How you've grown up. Hey Carson, how just, have job changes? Are you spiritually, how have you changed? Just all kinds of different things. I know the people that I talk to on a regular basis that have element packages and things like that, they've changed dramatically. Just in the past 3, 4, 5 years, how much they've changed. Even clients that I've gotten 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, have completely changed. And it's interesting how Pluto is completely demolishing everything that has to do with us, okay? And next we go into Aquarius, which is going to be interesting to see because, it'll be an interesting thing in 2024, 25 and on, right? So it's very, very interesting. So think about that. You can either put it on here, you can text me, 248-310-7689. You can Facebook message me if you want to, but I'd like to do something like that. Also, I'm working on Coaching for the Soul private group this weekend. I hope you have it up. My web person has to go over it, look at it, make sure the structure's okay. She's on vacation until May the 5th. So probably the 6th, 7th, 8th, it will pop up. I will send you invites, all right, with the rules and things like that. I don't really have to worry about pretty much anyone who follows Coaching for the Soul because you've been with me for a while. I think I've been doing this for almost 3 years. So, we've come a long way from the first one. I know that. But it'll be a nice place for us to go. Okay? Being the nice place to go. Because I have a lot of clients who are looking for some place to park themselves with their tribe. And I talk about you guys all the time during readings. That I have this great group of people who follow Coaching for the Soul. And how they know so much and how they've gotten to know each other and their friends and things like that. And I think it's good. I think it's good that, well, Amanda, that doesn't happen for 2 more years. So, things aren't going to lighten up until then. You're going to be challenged because they're taking you into new energy. Okay. So, that's just the way that is. I think it's going to be something good. I think it's going to be something for all of us to kind of go into. It's not going to be like if you're anything, if you have anything with Tammy, with her spiritual playground and the conscious circle and things like that. I'm not going to send stuff every day. I'm not going to do emails, nothing like that. It's just a place for us to hang out. Okay, post some pictures, whatever we want to do, right? Maybe at a psychic fair. Maybe you got new crystals, whatever, right? You want to show them off and things like that. Or if you got questions about crystals and spiritual stuff, we can ask each other and things like that, and I can answer when I can, you know. I won't monitor it all the time. I'll try to do it at least once a day, okay? But I think it'll be fun. And for people who are joining the element packages and things like that, it's part of their package. So these are newbies who are coming in who have a little bit of knowledge, maybe a lot of knowledge, but they are they're looking for a tribe. I talked to 2 people today that they're looking for a tribe, and I told them about the Coaching for the Soul page. And it'll be up at probably the first week of May, and they were happy about that because they're going through this transformational process, right? Which we all are. Only they're in the beginning of it, where they're opening up and they have all of this stuff that is absolutely just blowing them away, and they're like, WTF? We don't get it, and so be a good place. Be a good place. Yeah. Okay. So next thing I want to talk about is leaving your past behind. Okay. Really making an effort to leave your past behind. Are you doing all the things that you need to do to counteract what's going on right now with the energy? Energy is flying. It is absolutely moving at a record pace. Hey, Laura. So we have to stay conscious. All right, we have to stay conscious with our jobs, with our families, with all this other stuff. Hey, Kiki, that we absolutely have to pay attention to what we're saying, to what we're doing, to how we're acting, our energy that we're putting out there. We are going through quantum changes right now, everybody. All right, like I've said before. Hey, Pamela. That we're in quantum leap years this year, next year. We're doing more in this year and next year than we've done in 4 years or so, right? They are moving us into the 4th dimension. They're moving us quickly. So the more that we are still talking out loud to ourselves, the more we're out there talking to spirit, the more we're out there doing what we need to do, doing those energy blasts, guys, okay? Doing those energy blasts. And if you can, get involved. Hey, Jennifer. Again, Tammy and that consciousness circle for $99 a month. Do it for a month. Do it for 2 months. Do it for 3 months, whatever, right? But there's some things in there that you can use for you. You just have to be focused on doing it. Because the last thing that I want for anybody, and yes, you heard me say this before, is for anybody to understand that not that we only get one chance, because we don't. We have more than one. But I don't want anybody to go, Bill, what happened? I don't know what happened. Kiki says their damn head is spinning. Exactly. Mine's been spinning for 2 freaking weeks. Okay? In suspension mode, in that place where we're just like hanging out. Not really doing much. But what's going on is they're moving you into that new dimensional energy. See? So when you feel not connected, bonus. Okay? When your head is spinning, a lot of people getting vertigo also. I've had it 2-3 times this year, and I never get it. But that's because they're swirling you so quickly into 4th and 5th dimension. I live in 5D most of the day, or I have in the past. These health things have kind of brought me down into 4 and a little bit upper 3, because I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? Till I got the message on Tuesday, on coming home from the dentist, from the dental surgeon, saying that this is what's going on, right? Is that's the last, again, the poisons out of your body with that digestional stuff, okay? That's all. You wouldn't change your diet for us, so guess what? Hey, Liz, we did it for you. So they did. And I've said this before, guys, and I hope this doesn't happen to anybody else, is the fact that if you don't change it like they want you to, they'll do it for you. And it's always in dramatic fashion, out of the frickin' blue. Out of the frickin' blue. Okay? So heed that. When you get those questions, when you get those answers, when you get those messages, which you all will, I'm telling you, some way, some shape, some form, they're going to communicate with you. And I want everybody to be conscious as possible. Because as we all move forward, Chimes, as we all move forward into brand new energy, we all move forward into this cool life, which we've all been waiting for our eternity. Think about that. As long as you've been on the planet, you've been waiting for this time right here. Right here. You're waiting for this time right here. Okay? You signed the papers centuries ago to be on the earth at this time. For the change. So your human body, your human soul, your human spirit can go through this dimensional change that has never happened before in our human lifetimes. It's never happened for anybody on this planet right now. It has never happened for them. You're feeling it. I'm feeling it. A lot of people are feeling it. Out of the blue, people are calling me. Like, Bill, what is going on? Sending me texts. Bill, what is going on? It's dimensional shift. So your soul knew what was going to happen in 2022. And they knew that you would be part of it. They knew that you would be hooking up with me. They knew that you were going to be on the spiritual journey. Why? Because you have to be the leaders of the future. You have to be the ones who, when people start to talk, they think it's crazy. You go, oh yeah, I did that 2 years ago. You know what? Don't worry about that. Blah, 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 blah. And you tell them what you did. And they go, oh my God, are you kidding me? You went through this? Well, yeah. And you get to be the teacher of family, friends, people you don't know, people at work. That's how it works. That's how it works. Chimes. That's why you guys chose to be here. That's why you guys chose to be watching Coaching for the Soul on Wednesday or Thursdays at 3 o'clock. Yeah. That's what's so cool. That's what's so cool. See? Is that your soul chose it with human did not even know. As you were younger, as you're growing up, as you're in your 20s and 30s and 40s and beyond. Yeah. Pretty cool, right? And that's what all the universe is telling us. That's what Spirit is telling us. That is exactly what our guides are telling you. My guides are telling me, is that we have to pay attention. We have to be conscious, right? The things that we had in the past no longer matter. Right? The drama, the BS, the not so happies, the disappointments are all third dimensional. As we go, we're already in 4D, right? And you guys feel it. I feel it for sure, right? People are feeling it. They don't know what the hell's going on. Well, most of us, and some of us live in 5D. And have to come down to lower 4 when we got to feed the dog or feed the partner or feed the kids or feed the husband or feed the wife or whatever it might be. Or even feed ourselves. But things that the universe is pulling away from us, do not try to hold on to. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because the ego's going to tell you, oh my God, I'm afraid. Oh my God, grab hold of that. Oh my God, things are changing too fast. Oh my God, what do we do? Fear, 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 fear. Okay? And I don't know about anybody else, but my dreams are freaking crazy as hell. I go through this the 3 nights so far in a row. I don't know if it's the drugs or not. It might be the drugs. It might be the drugs. So Blake says he stopped asking why. Now I just go with the flow. That's the way you got to do. And it's been his biggest changes. Exactly. Can't ask why. Just fucking go. Just hang out and go. But the dreams are, I have got this star council, and I've got these human beings that I have no idea who they are, and they're coming up in my dreams all night long, and I'm checking, yes, you're part of it. You check, yes, and I have no idea who these people are, and I go and wake up, and I fall right back, I'm pulled right back down to sleep. And it just starts, I see pictures and names, and yes, you're part of it. Yes, you're part of it. Yes, and I have no idea who these people are. Interesting, right? But the change in the dimensions and the change in the energy, hey Danny, and the change in everything is affecting, especially the higher dimensional stuff. It is taking you in your sleep to places you've never dreamed of. At night, many times I'll say, Spirit, let's go traveling. Let's go traveling tonight. Let's go traveling tonight. What happens? Do I think I travel? I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember those dreams. But for the past 3 days, I've had these, yes, you're part of it dreams. And I'm like, interesting. Interesting. So Liz says, what does it mean when that Brooke Shields was vividly in my dreams as my mom? That might be childhood stuff. Maybe she was a person that you looked at on TV that you wished was your mom inside your heart. Or Spirit says maybe it was a past life thing. You recognized her as your mother from past life. It's very possible. I did a lot of past life work this past Saturday and Sunday in Jackson. A lot of people wanting to know about past lives and things like that. And they were astonished. They were astonished how we're all related in different ways and different things like that. Yeah. But as you're challenged, let it go. Kathy's having the same dreams. She wakes up at 4 a.m. but can't remember them. Exactly. Yep. See? And earlier today, I was guided to go through my pages on my iPad that I've written for the past, part of the book. And yes, Pamela, you're part of it. Yeah, you're laughing because you are part of it. You are. And I went back and looked at some of the pages I've written since 2016, 17. And oh my gosh, changes. That's why it's so important, guys. You either journal on your iPad, you journal somehow. I talk on my iPad. That's how I'm writing my book about my life. And that's a part of it. But I use my phone all the time. To talk into, which I don't know where my phone is at. That's kind of weird. Oh, I'm on it. Duh. Tells you where I'm at. Yeah. So it's interesting how things are moving so quickly. We're getting ready to go into May. There is another. What is going on? I don't think it's. There's something going on in the middle of May. I forgot what it is. It's an important time, the middle of the month. Taurus energy is with us now. It is absolutely wonderful because it makes you feel, hey, Kaylee, it makes you feel grounded and comfortable. And too bad it's not warmer outside because it would be nice to be outside. So Susan says this, I finally figured out why I've been having the dreams I've been having. Such a relief. Now I have to deal with what I found out, and it's not scary. There you go. That is confirmation. That is going through. Yes, Jamie, there is a Mercury retrograde in May, and if it's in Taurus, it should be okay. If it's but as I know it's going to go through Gemini, and Gemini can be freaky. Okay, but the higher your vibration, guys, the less it affects you. All right. Times. So get on Energy Blast. I'm telling you, get on those damn Energy Blasts and do them. Put your intention as being your fear. Put your intention of what you want in your mind. Just follow Tammy's instructions during that Energy Blast. I know this week is up until if you're part of it. If you're not part of it, join the Spiritual Journey Playground. If you want to send me something that you want to be on it, I will send you an invite. But this time she left it up through yesterday, I think it was, last night, instead of just for 24 hours. And she does that more and more often. Okay? So I'm telling you, get on the Energy Blast. And if you can plan on 24 hours, either do it after you get out of work, on your lunch hour if you're working late, do it something like that. Her whole talking thing before, it's long, and it is intentional because she's getting you in the energy. Okay, so do it after work. Do it. You won't be able to do it before you go to bed because your vibration will be too high. Maybe do it in the morning if you can. I'm sending her vibrations that she needs to leave it up for longer. Okay. Because that's the way she's going to affect more people, and that's what she wants to do. Her and I are very focused on that, doing more and more things for folks who need it. All right. I've always been, she's getting it, which is cool. Again, her $99 monthly consciousness circle is something that, you know, look into. She's doing more and more events that are tied to that. That if you're in the consciousness circle, it's free. So yeah, it's worth it. It's worth that energy work, you guys. And if you can't afford it, awesome. Just, that's fine. Don't worry about it, right? Don't get hooked up on the money thing, right? If you got to ask Spirit for the extra $99 a month, asking for the extra $99 a month. Okay? If not, just make sure that you do as many energy blasts as you can so that you can get that work for free. Get that work for free. Because it's very, very, very important. It's very important. It's very important work. Okay? Because you guys know, I would not be in the vibration that I am without her coming in onto my iPad. I don't know how it happens. I don't know how it does it, but I'm not supposed to know. See, that's the thing I've learned. It's not my job to learn. It's not my job to know. My job is when it comes to me is for me to take advantage of it as often as I can. See? And that's the blessing. That's the cool thing, is that it came to me for a reason, to help me raise my vibration. As I said before, I would say to Spirit, what's the next step to Maui? What's the next step? I'm ready. What's the next step? See? And it showed up 14 months ago. See? That's how it works, you guys. Ask for what you want. You don't know what it is. So Spirit, what's the next step? I need you to bring me the next step to my boyfriend, to my girlfriend, to my job, to my move, to whatever it is. What's the next step? I'm ready. I need you to bring me that next step, Spirit. What is it? And if y'all aren't talking out loud to your guides, you're defeating yourself. You have to talk out loud to Spirit every day. Just on a whim, they need to be your best friends. When you need somebody to talk to, talk. Bitch. Complain. Thank them for stuff. That's what it's all about. Hi, Kelly. That's what it's all about. It's just absolutely expressing yourself. Getting that energy out of your body, good or bad. Because when you do that, not only do you feel better, they take that and get things, she's paying attention. He wants me to bring him something. Bonus. See what it's about. And so many people get into this non-ebb and flow. They're so afraid to ask for what they want because it's all fear-based. Can't be fearful. How much do you want? Want $1 million? That's for $1 million. It's going to take time to manifest. And if you're doing the energy blast for free, put that in your mind. $1 million or however Tammy does it. I think she says you have to want something. And you just can't ask for money. And you can't manifest for anybody else. Which is very, very true. I've said that forever. You can't get $1 million to give it away. It doesn't work like that. It's for you. And that makes people feel uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Well, I don't think that, oh my God, what would I do with it? Well, it's got to be for you. Then if you like to give it away, you can. But the $1 million is for you. After taxes, it's only $600,000, so it ain't that much money. I can go through that in about 2 years, maybe 3. Living just normal. Say, easily for me. I'd have a lot of stuff. I'd be pretty happy doing it too. But that's what it's all about. And so many people are so afraid to ask for what they want. Because they've been taught, asking what you want is selfish. Got to be selfish. I said a lot of this on the weekend to people in Jackson. I said, so who's the most important person in your life? They went, well, my kids, my husband. Well, where are you at? No, I'm not that. That's not my job. Oh, yes, it is. You're the most important person in your life. And if you're not telling yourself, I love you 5 times a day, hey, Abby, why are you not? Why are you not giving yourself love? 5 times. I do 10 as often as I can. Hey, Marielle. Marielle, did you get my email? About my friend in Florida. I forget her name. Yeah, so far up in the air I am. That's what it's about. Understanding that we have to go back and pick up what we don't do anymore. Because we forget it's not part of our behavior. Unless it is part of your behavior. Which it should be part of your behavior. It should be part of your behavior. There you go. Liz says, if you go on a vision board, what would you like to do if I had $1 million? Exactly. See? You can do a lot of money with $600,000 after federal taxes. Then you got state taxes to pay for. See? Which can be a lot. But it's better than what you had before. So you ask for $2 million to pay taxes. Whatever. $5 million. Why not? One day you get the itch to buy a lottery ticket. Boom, guess what happens? All of a sudden it's there. You're doing the energy blast to further get what you want. The new house, the new car, the new boat, the new man, the new woman, the new job. You can have anything that you want. But you have to love yourself first. And you've heard me talk about that a lot, guys. I thought I did. Hey, Kathy. You know, I love myself because my job. But it's better than 3 years. And I'm like, bonus. Hell yeah. I love me. I love myself. I love my family. No matter what about them, because some of them are crazy. I love you guys. I love everybody that I talk to. Unless they're evil, then I don't pay them any attention. But that's what it's about. Is understanding that when you can do that, hey, Darlene, when you can do that without even thinking. I think I posted something and I've got to do this, guys. I'm going to do this because Spirit says that I should. I think you guys have probably already seen it, but I think so. But let me just get this really quick. That it is something that it is. Where is it at here? Oh, I got all kinds of crazy stuff on there. That's crazy stuff. There's all kinds of coaching for the soul stuff on there that was not what. Okay, where is it at here? When you realize that needing nothing attracts everything. Bonus. When you realize that needing nothing attracts everything. Because you're balanced. You are balanced. You're balanced. That's the key. See? When you don't need when you realize you don't need, I don't need anything. I'm good. I love what I do. I love Bailey. I love the apartment. I love Lee. You know, yeah, hey Shannon. You know, I'm not in love with him, but I love him, right? Take care of him. You know, he does what he can for me with his limited time. Yeah. But that's what it's all about. Is when you don't act like you need something. No. Now, can we be needy? Of course we can. But why are we needy? Because we're not giving us what we need. Not somebody else, us. Does that mean I got to go on walks? Does that mean I got to hug a tree? Does that mean what I got to do? Hey, Veronica. What I got to do? Go put my feet in the dirt. Go put my feet in the sand. Go to the water. What do I got to do? See? Taking time for us. Got to be selfish. And many, many times when we're in a drudgery of everyday life, right? We forget who's most important. Us. If you expect other people to fill your picture in your body of emotion, of love, you're going to run dry. And if you're not moist and soft and wonderful, supple inside, and you give yourself those baths and you give yourself the food that you want every time that you can, and you absolutely just love your children and love and love and love, yeah. Have to make it you. Have to make it you. Got to be selfish. Right? Selfish, taking care of you, asking Spirit for what you want. What better freaking combination is that? There isn't one. There isn't one. And that's what we have to understand. That going into spring in Michigan is gone. I mean, we're going to go from what this is now to hopefully some type of warm weather. They're saying May is going to be not that warm again, right? So we're going to have a very, very short summer, which that's not what Spirit told us in the beginning, right? He said long spring, long summer. We're not going to be, I don't think that's going to happen. But again, we don't know what forces are going on. Why are they keeping us in the house? Is there a reason why in the Midwest and things like that we are? There's a reason why. Do we know what it is? I don't know. See? The rest of the country is warm and hot and things like that. Drought? Yeah. So understanding there's a reason for everything. Reason for everything. Maybe because they're supposed to move. Because of the weather. I mean, I just wonder, when did I move to northern Minnesota? Because no one told me that I moved to northern Minnesota. I thought I was still in Detroit, Michigan. But things are changing. And that's what we have to understand, is that you just have to go with the flow. You have to do what you need to do to get things where you want them to be. Right? And that is, if it's going back to basics, it's going back to basics. If it isn't, if it's just doing self-talk out loud, if it is doing what you need to do to make yourself whole for the day, that's what you do. Because you never want to be stagnant, guys. As soon as you get stagnant, what's going to happen is your ascension is going to slow down. And one day you're going to be like, okay, what happened with that? I'm not doing this anymore, not doing that anymore. Well, that's because your ego stops you from doing it because it's not your behavior yet. Your behavior is what you've been doing since you were a child. That's all here. It's all in your mind. And remember, ego's tied to your heart. So until you heal that heart, right, and you push back on ego, ego stop, ego stop, ego stop, right? Stop. That's not true. That's a lie. That's not true. That's a lie, because that stuff works. That stuff works. It works. Because you're eventually going to tell it, ego, I'm more powerful than you. I'm in charge. And it's going to wither away and go, oh my gosh, I'm so glad. I'm so tired. I can just sleep right back here on the right side of your brain. Times. And as you start to do your transformation, as you're talking out loud to spirit, you will hear a rumble. You'll hear a mumble. And you go, okay, spirit, who's mumbling in my head right now? Who's talking to me right now? Are they going to say, hey, what are you doing? No. I had one friend, I should say, who was driving down the street, and there was a speaker at her left ear, and it said, where are you? It said, where are you? Yeah. She's like, what do I do? What do I do? Well, guess what? That's them. Only they showed you the speaker, so you'd know who it was. Yeah. See? It comes in all different types of things, to all kinds of different ways, right? They might use a tuba. They might use all kinds of different things to warn you they're going to talk to you. Usually they don't. Usually they just mumble to see if you'll pay attention, because they don't want to startle you. Mumble, mumble, mumble. So, but what's the mumble? It's in the left side of my ear, my left ear. What is that? Well, that's them. Saying, okay, spirit, who's talking to me in my left ear? Who is that? They're trying to lead you in the right direction. They're trying to lead you so they don't freak you out. Yeah. And that's when you have to go, okay, I need to talk to them. I need to ask who it is. Because you've been talking to them all along, waiting for the chance to have a conversation with them. And the mumble will slowly raise the volume as you raise your vibration. They can only come down so far. But as you are raising your vibration through Coaching for the Soul, through the energy blast with Tammy, and if you're doing anything else in her group, like the Vortex of Creation is fabulous. That's what it's about. See? Is as stuff comes to you, either on YouTube or on Facebook or on Instagram, what do you do with it? You like it, right? If somebody talks to you about something, or you run across something that is a conversation on Facebook, let's say, on Facebook Watch, boom, it's for you. Don't just peel through and think, I don't know, okay. They're going to give you more and more and more and more. Hey, Kathy. Okay, this is what Veronica says, my lovely friend who moved from Sweden to Spain. To get rid of your ego, you have to be brutally honest to yourself first. Then you say you are an honest person. Ego wants you to always take the short roads. That's true. We are magical, she says, which is true. Ego always wants to have you take the short road, so it'll sabotage you. And you'll go, oh my God, why did I take that chance? Well, you didn't do what you needed to do. You never talk in your head. You always talk out loud. You can hear yourself think. And I'm going over this stuff because as we go through these dimensional changes, right, we forget what to do because we're confused. We get caught up in the ascension. We get caught up in just the separation up here, right, of just hanging out where we're not really grounded. We're not really connected. We're kind of in suspension, right? We're going to work every day, doing our thing, but then we kind of go, wow, I'm really like spacey. Well, that's because you're into a higher dimensional energy and your body's getting used to it. And ego's going to go, bzzz, guaranteed. It's going to make up all these crazy things that aren't true. Like, oh my God, you got to get back. Oh my God. Fear. That's all lies. So that's why as you continue your journey, not even start it, you continue your journey and you go into this new energy stuff and you're having all these epiphanies and all this coolness and your job is good and life is good and the world is a different place and you're like, wow, check that out. Well, guess what? You allowed it. That's the blessing. Teresa says, I've always wondered why talking, period, is exhausting. It's exhausting. Talking is exhausting because you're letting everything out of your body by exhausting it. Just like an exhaust of a car. You're letting it out. And that's what it's all about. Why? So that you can be filled with divine white light. So that you can absolutely be renewed, Spirit says. Understanding that that's what they want you to do. Let go of that shit. Let go of it. It's not yours anymore. It's the past. It is absolutely the past. Let it go. You signed the contract to let it go. Now human has to let it go. And not worry about stuff that you can't change, that you can't control. Hey, Michael, because you can't control it. You can't control the gas prices. You can't control the food prices. You can't control anybody else's stuff. The Karens, the Kens, all that other crazy. You can't control it. So let it go. Don't engage in it. It's not worth it. It's not worth you coming back down to 3D in a slap and then go, what the heck did I do? I got caught up in that past behavior. Of course you did. Doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. Right? When it pops up on your Facebook, hey, Sherry, pops up on Facebook, pops on the Insta, whatever, right? No, don't engage. Bye. When you don't engage, not only do the social media platforms take it away from you, but also they take it away from you. Why? Because you didn't engage. Been there, done that. Glad you made it, Sherry. Yeah. Don't engage. And it disappears. Does it show up again? Oh, yeah. They're going to make sure it shows up again and see if you'll engage. Anything. With people that you don't want to see anymore, with people that you don't want to talk to anymore, with people that aren't even supposed to be in your life anymore. But guess what? Sometimes we fall back, and that's okay. It's okay. We're human. But in a few more years, we'll be less human. 3D human, I mean. And that's where we're going. That's what it's all about. And it's funny to see people, it's funny, interesting, right? To have people that have never believed what you believe, so you don't talk to them, right, about it. Then all of a sudden they get the spark and they go, so these dreams I'm having, can I talk about these dreams? Well, yeah, what about all of a sudden they're all inquisitive. My sister goes to a Reiki master, has readings done, and all this doing meditations, and that's not that woman. But I'm blessed by it. Like, this is wonderful because she's coming out and working towards her stuff, which she needs to let go of. And all of us have that stuff to let go of. Okay? So I'm going to tell you that I don't know if I told you this last week. I think I did. Maybe I didn't. I'm not sure. About Tammy worked on me on a Friday night. I'm going to tell you again because I'm supposed to. I think it's important. This is about how we go through losing our stuff. Okay? I've told you about the big black blob that came out of my left pelvis about my job in 1983 where they, said I wasn't going to get promoted, blah, 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 blah. And that worked. That's from her. I believe it was a week ago Friday, maybe 2 weeks ago, I'm not sure. Time's going really fast. Spirit said, it was 2 weeks ago. Text Tammy, I think I talked about this last week. Text Tammy, I don't know about, you got some more stuff going on the left side of my pelvis, like a nucleus kind of thing. And she, and we had a little Zoom session at 6:00 because she was going to be gone the next week, picking up her mom in Florida. And she goes, close your eyes. And she said, who is the guy who treated you wrong, who didn't give you the time of day, blah, 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 blah. And I was back to being 14 years old again. First boyfriend again. And I was, thinking, oh my God, I'm back to being 14. Exactly how I felt, discounted and things like that again. It's 1974, 1975, guys. If you guys aren't old enough, that was a whole different lifetime ago. Trust me. Whole different lifetime ago in Jackson. Trust me. Different life. And I was still holding things from that relationship of 7 years. But mostly from when I was younger. Right? When I didn't understand why we couldn't spend time with each other. And she gave me some insight about why he got married to his girlfriend. To prove that he wasn't with me anymore when he was. That's how secretive it was. She divorced me a year later. Why? Because she knew he was still with me. And it hasn't been back since. Bingo. So when we have things going on, okay, reach out. Reach out. Something's going on in your pelvis. Something's going on in your leg. Something's going on in your shoulder. Like little tingles, whatever it is. You don't know what it is. Guess what? We hide energy really well. We hide our past really well. And as you go through your ascension process, right, they have to clear you out to get you to the next dimension. They have to clear me out to physically pick me up and transport me to my house in Maui. Times. And Spirit has said this to me for the past 4 freaking years. I play with my nose, guys. Sorry. You have to do all your work here, Bill. Why? I don't understand why. Why can't we do some work there? And he says, because by the time you get there, you have to be the guru. Haley says she tore her ACL. That means you're not healthy enough. How'd you tear it? Are you too uptight? Are you too worried? It has all to do with your body, Haley. Okay? It has all to do with your body. Right? Are you eating enough of the right food? See? So Veronica says this, because Veronica has this program thing. She's an amazing woman. Okay, so if you get a chance, reach out to her. Again, she's in Spain now, not Sweden. You are scratching your left side of your hand at the large intestine meridian. You are letting go of shit, literally. Oh, there you go. See? She knows all these things because of who she is. I don't know exactly what she does, but I know that she is all about the body. And that is something that is pretty freaking cool. See? Shannon says, I have so much stuff being cleared right now and doing lots of life review. Exactly. Oh, Veronica, the past. Everybody's going through this life review thing, right? That they don't understand. It's just boom, 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 boom. And it's at light speed, Spirit says. It's at light speed. Because we got to get up there, right? We got to get up there because all the people behind us will be looking for us. All the people behind us will be like, so, remember a year ago when you were talking about blah, blah, and I kind of didn't know what you were talking about, and you're kind of like, okay, that's fine, and you kind of dissed me. Well, guess what? Now I need you to help me understand what the hell's going on. That's why you're here now. I'm telling you guys, that's why you're here now. Okay? And with everything that's going on in the universe, with Pluto and Capricorn busting open your structure, letting all of your past, all of your garbage out of the structure. But on us in 2008, intensely in the teens, 2014 to 2020. Yeah. See? Cherry says, and things with your knees can also mean issues with flexibility, pride, modesty, and humility. There you go. Every part of the body has some meaning. Has some meaning. See? Amanda's son is having difficulty expressing himself. What can I do, or what are the tools I can pass on to him that would help him? Make him feel safe. He probably doesn't feel safe, Amanda, expressing himself. He's afraid of blowback. I kept all my stuff bottled inside. I kept my stuff all bottled inside. See? And that may be what it is. Safety is everything to kids. It's even to adults. Safety in adults is everything. We think we don't have to feel safe, and that's a lie. That's ego, wanting to keep you in that spot of fear. But everyone needs to be safe. Yeah. See? That's why I do this. I love you, Bill. I love you. I give myself hugs and talk to myself, for sure. Veronica says we are all our mirrors. So thank you, Bill. Thank you. Everybody, people, angels, wonderful souls. Exactly. See? Yeah. We have to take care of ourselves. To go through this ascension, as we're losing who we are, all of our past baggage, all of our stuff. And you're the only person in your house doing it. That's even harder. That's even harder. Because you're around a bunch of muggles. Especially if they're grown. Yeah, they're grown. See? So, what time is it? Okay. So we're going to wrap it up. I'm doing readings on Saturday, guys. If anybody wants a reading, I'm available for a little bit. I think it's 4 hours. I'm doing them on Saturday. It's going to be okay. Going to be an okay weekend. All right. Cool stuff. Now, don't forget about tomorrow with the solar eclipse. I'll post some stuff on Facebook and on Insta. And I'll have this up on YouTube in about an hour. So if you didn't see all of it, pop over there, like the video, subscribe to my channel, please. Tell your friends about it. Please share it. Share my posts, that kind of stuff, you know. We're all pretty good together. And, yeah. So, thanks for watching Coach for the Soul Thursday at 3. And let's talk again. You guys need anything, let me know. 248-310-7689. Or send me a Facebook message, you guys. I'm always around. You're never by yourself. And please take advantage of it. Okay? I know some people do, and I love it. Other people do not, and they'll book a reading, and they say, Bill, I got all these questions. I say, well, what did you do? Blah, blah, blah. Well, I didn't want to bother you. Bother me. I want you to ascend like the rest of us. I don't want you to stay in that human spot and go, oh my gosh. No, it's not worth it. That's ego. So it's all about getting rid of that. All right? So guys, I'll see you next Thursday at 3 for Coaching for the Soul. See you.